One of Miami's finest neighborhoods is one that you probably haven't heard about, and that is Coral Gate. And you probably haven't heard about Coral Gate because it is such a tiny little pocket of a neighborhood just right outside of Coral Gables. Literally, what divides Coral Gate from Coral Gables is just one street. To the left of 37th Avenue or Douglas Road is Coral Gables, and to the right of it is Coral Gate. And to show you just how small this Coral Gate pocket is, here are its borders. It goes from 37th Avenue to 32nd Avenue east and west, and from 16th Street to 22nd Street or Coral Way north and south. You see, it's tiny. We've got parks bigger than this neighborhood. But that's part of the reason why it's so desirable if you know about it. There's never too much availability here as far as homes for sale go because people don't tend to move out very quickly. It's a peaceful and safe, family-oriented neighborhood where kids grow up and play in the streets without much worry of things like cars and cut-through traffic because the neighborhood is actually blocked off and barricaded at most of its entrances. There are only 4 ways to enter the neighborhood out of what could have been 10, so this really minimizes the amount of people driving through unless you either live here, are coming to visit somebody, deliver something, or something of the sort. Homes here are also usually kept up very nicely with renovations, upgrades, and just a noticeable pride of home ownership. People are always also going out for walks, taking their dogs out, and just enjoying the scenery. It's really just a beautiful neighborhood with a lot of trees, winding roads, and again, barely any cut-through traffic because apart from being partially barricaded, there's also a few rotundas and speed bumps in the neighborhood. I wouldn't call it Pleasantville, but it's pretty close. We'll talk more about the homes and their prices in just a moment, and then we'll also check out what surrounds the neighborhood as far as places to shop, dine, things to do, the schools, and so forth. So the homes here in Coral Gate within the last 6 months or so have sold from the $650 range for less updated homes all the way to over $1 million for more renovated and move-in ready turnkey homes. And I do have to point out that even though Coral Gate is so close to Coral Gables, literally just 1 street away like we saw on the map, the prices here are still notably more affordable just because it's technically not part of Coral Gables. This is just another perk of Coral Gate. In general, homes in Coral Gate usually have a very similar style and layout because that's how the community was originally built in the late 40s and early 50s. Originally, they were built with 2 to 3 bedrooms, 1 to 2 bathrooms, and a garage. But over the years, they've changed a lot because people have done extensive renovations, built addition, closed off the garages, and some have even torn down and rebuilt completely from the ground up. So there's a lot more variety here now, which is great for finding a wider selection of styles of homes. Moving on to what surrounds Coral Gate, there are so many things conveniently located just within walking distance. Starting with the very popular Miracle Mile, which I also bring up in my Coral Gables video as well, which I'll link up here and in the description if you wanted to check it out. Miracle Mile is a street full of shops, restaurants, and boutiques that is just lovely to take a walk down, grab some lunch with the family, or stop at a few happy hours with a date. There are also really fun yearly festivals that happen on Miracle Mile, like Carnival on the Mile, which is an art and music festival, as well as more low-key events like the Coral Gables Farmers Market, which happens every Saturday morning where you can find fresh produce and artisanal goods. We also have the Miracle Marketplace Mall, which is just steps outside of the Coral Gate neighborhood, literally right behind it. And to name a few of the places here, there is an LA Fitness gym, a Marshalls, a Nordstrom Rack, PetSmart, and Hooters. And right across the street from that shopping center is a Winn-Dixie for all of your grocery shopping, as if it couldn't get any more convenient. Oh, but it can, because if you prefer Publix over Winn-Dixie for grocery shopping, there is also a Publix very close by as well. We can't forget about Walgreens, which is also at the corner of the neighborhood, as well as Sergio's, a popular Cuban food restaurant just less than a block away. And just down Ponce de Leon Boulevard, I can't forget to mention everyone's favorite, we have a Target as well. Moving on to some parks that are also close to Coral Gate, we have the Coral Gate Park and Phillips Park, which are actually within walking distance, and also Douglas Park and Shenandoah Park, which are a little bit farther away, but no more than about a 5-minute drive. There are also a couple of really important, basically landmarks at this point near Coral Gate that I must mention because they're staples of the neighborhood, and if you're considering living here in this neighborhood, you need to know. I would be doing you an absolute disservice if I didn't tell you. The first one is El Brazo Fuerte Bakery, and this is a Cuban bakery with the most authentic pastries like pastelitos de guayaba y queso, eclairs, cakes with an absurd amount of extremely sweet merengue, and the cutest staff that all feel like they're literally your abuelitas. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, please share this moment with me and leave me a comment. The second landmark that you need to know about is Palacio de los Jugos. And this is another Cuban restaurant, but on another level. Their food is also so authentic, but like so good it's bad authentic. Yeah, like chicharrones, ropa vieja, pan con bistec with the little papitas. Oh yeah, all of that. But also their fruit shakes are the best. My favorite is a batido de mamey. 10 out of 10 recommend. Trust me, they won't let you down. Anyway, moving on from all of this food that's making me extremely hungry, let's touch on the homeschools for the Coral Gate neighborhood. There is Coral Gables Preparatory Academy, a K through 8, Ponce de Leon Middle, and Coral Gables Senior High. Ponce Middle and Gables High also have extracurricular programs like a magnet program and an IB program. If you prefer private or charter schools though, there are also some of those close by. The location of Coral Gate is also so desirable because not only is it so close to Coral Gables, but it's also just a quick drive to places like Calle 8, Miami Beach, Wynwood, Brickell, and so on because it's so centrally located in Miami. It's really a prime spot for somebody who's looking for more of a suburban kind of lifestyle, but who also doesn't want to be very far from the city life either for whatever the reason, maybe work, convenience, or just what you're used to. I'm Angie Blanco with One Path Realty, and if this place sounds like somewhere where you'd like to be, feel free to reach out to me. All my information is down in the description. Also, if you did like Coral Gate, then I know you'll love Coral Gables too. Homes here are usually at a little bit higher of a price point, but check it out. Don't knock it till you try it. Happy watching, and I will see you on the next one.